What is up, everybody? It's the Game Dex, your coach of the Golden State Weezings. Welcome back to week 2 of the NBBL Season 8. Last week, we started off with a huge W, so let's keep the ball rolling. Although, we will be facing one of the toughest teams in the league with Kenny and the Goldenrod City Gengars. Link to both of our PokePaste will be over on my Discord. When I get access to posting links, they'll be down in the description. But let's get straight into the fight. Okay, Crocodile. Welcome to the fight, guys. My mind is kind of all over the place. Whimsicott, Hitmonlee, Indeedee, Male, Dusclops. Did we get a Terra type scent? Poison. Terra, Poison, and then Tentacruel. Okay, no size spam. No size spam, which kind of expected with me having Umbreon. Who's fast? Do you like Whimsicott? Whimsicott lead could be something. Alright. I mean, Noivern is still technically faster than everything unless they have a Choice Scarf. So, I feel like we can just go Noivern and call it a day. It's kind of how I mentally figured we'd go. Good luck, have fun to our opponent. Let's see. I'm very bad at the Crocodile. Alright, we're about to see an item. Lumberry. Intimidate. Alright, so that does tell us potentially Outrage? Crocodile. I mean, you could just be a Stealth Rock version. How much is our Terrakion? There we go. Double R doing. Close combat just gets the knockout. Alright. I'm fine with just clicking the U-turn button. We could see an Outrage. Earthquake's going to do a ton. But, like, you wouldn't go for Earthquake. If you go for Earthquake, that's actually kind of wild. That would actually be kind of wild. There's no way you go for Earthquake. Stealth Rock or bust, in my opinion. Knock off. Okay. Also expected that. We do get the Justified boost. Shout out to that. We lose our Choice Scarf, though. And now that we're +1, X-Scissor just does the damage to Crocodile. Right? Based on the amount of damage Noivern did with U-turn? Maybe not. I know we definitely should. Because it's 98%. For +1. Or 94%. Let's just fire off big X-Scissor damage. You do swap out. A Dark Zone. Yep. Okay, you did eat that. What if I just went for Earthquake? Dusclops. You're probably Willow, and we're not doing enough damage. Alright, knowing that you're most likely Willow, we'll send into our own Mon to take this Willow. You could set up the Trick Room, but it doesn't really help you. No Willow. No Willow for me. And nothing on your team takes a Willow on our end. So we fire off the Willow. Willow. Nightshade. Alright. Little bit of damage. Nightshade. I mean, you're definitely Eviolite. Who on our team is going to do enough damage? How much is Hippowdon doing? Not enough. Noivern. Also not enough. Alright. How much are you doing again, Rotom? Rotom Heat. Not a ton either. Alright. We'll do some little chip damage. We're going to take the Nightshade from someone. We're going to take the Nightshade off of someone. Who do I want it to be? Sinistra? Shadow Ball does a decent amount of damage. Nightshade. Alright. Alright. After one Calm Mind, how much do we do? A good bit. Good bit. Not enough to get the knockout, though. But I'm fine with firing off a Calm Mind. I'm fine with firing off a Calm Mind. Pain Split. Actually, I'm fine with firing off 2 Calm Minds. To be honest. To be honest. Or do we just Strength Sap? Pain Split, Willow. I feel like this is a losing one, and you go into, like, Crocodile or something. You do withdraw. Okay. Into Crook. Giga Size. Into Tentacruel. Your attack fell. Oh! Okay, that was a massive read. Shout out to you. I did not realize Liquid Ooze did that. Knockoff? Does Matcha Gotcha? Oh no. I mean, do you go for Flip Turn probably? Probably. Liquid Ooze. Liquid Ooze. Matcha Gotcha. Does that affect you? Yeah, it does. Oh no. Ice Beam! Do we tank one? We do not tank one! Oh! That's on me. I should have just went Umbreon. I should have just went Umbreon. You have the Ice Beam. How much are you doing with, like, Surf? Or Ice Beam? Surf's not doing much. Okay. That's on me. That's on me. Earthquake might not kill. Earthquake might not kill. Dang. Ice Beam. Ice Beam tech on Tentacruel. I just faced a Tentacruel in the other league, and I was not thinking Ice Beam. I was mostly thinking about potential flip turn. There's the flip turn. Who do you go out into? I mostly thought flip turn, thinking I'd swap out. Whimsicott is like the only thing that wants Whimsicott. PU choice specs. Energy Ball would actually do a ton. But you're not really liking. Whoo! It's a crit! Alright. Energy Ball makes the most amount of sense for you. But I guess you could... If you Moonblast, like... Actually, what do you want to do against Rotom? Truth be told, what do you want to do against Rotom? If you have another tech for Rotom, Giga Drain. Alright. I feel like I just Volt Switch. You know I have Willow, so Crook is a little like... do you go that? I feel like Dusclops is more of the call. Even better. Even better. Oh my. Even better. Alright. We go back. We go back into the Hippo. And I just click the Earthquake. You flip turn. We are taking a bit of damage. You're very bad. Okay, that works for me. Crocodile. We should just be able to finish it off with a body press. Stealth Rocks. Alright, you get your rocks up. Howdon kills Crocodile. Alright. Puts me in a little bit better position. A Dark Zone. Alright, you have Frisk. Who did you send this out on earlier? Was it Terrakion and that's why I didn't see Frisk earlier? Frisk. Alright, Dusclops, defensive. You're probably Willow or Nightshade. I think we're fine. Because you're not Scarf, which means our Terrakion is faster. At -1. I mean, we can just do some chips. Get some chip damage off. That did nothing. You are full max defensive bulk. You are so defensively bulky. You can pain split, but it's not going to help you. I would just appreciate getting this thing down. Ice Beam. Willow, Nightshade, Pain Split, Ice Beam. fine with just crunching. You can burn me. You can eventually burn me, but in reality, I think tanking you down quite a bit is helpful. We get the defense drop, which is massive. Whimsicott, you're slower than Noivern, right? You could be Scarf, though. Do we see the Giga Drain here? Probably. There's no way we see the Moonblast. If we see the Moonblast here, huge shoutouts to my opponents. Let's figure out your item. Choice specs. All right. Giga Drain. Yep. But that is good news. It tells us that we are faster. Tells us that we are faster. All right. Who do you send out even here? Honestly, we just get rid of the rocks. You do swap out. Revolving. Indeedy. Indeedy. Terrain setter, but you could be choiced. How much? Dazzling's not doing much. Psychic terrain or surge. We don't know your item. How much is Umbreon doing against Hitmonlee? Terrain sweeper. Ooh. I did not realize that. Expanding force. Unburden is actually disgusting. Unburden Psychic Seed. Psychic Seed. That boosts your special defense, right? Oh my. That's actually kind of going to be nice when you swap out into your Psychic Seed Hitmonlee here. Okay. Okay, I'm fine with that. You probably just try to Toxic me. I don't really appreciate the Toxic on Umbreon. It's a little toxic if you ask me. Ice Beam. Alright. Alright. We probably see Hippowdon drop here. Does anything on your team really want to take an Earthquake? Earthquake. Ice Beam. Tentacruel. Tentacruel kills Hippowdon. And then we go to Terrakion. I don't think Whimsicott choice specs from Terrakion. You don't like a Stone Edge. The issue is I can't just freely go for the Stone Edge here. I have to go for the Earthquake. You do withdraw. Little unfortunate because here comes the Whimsicott. Not the Whimsicott. This shouts. That shouts. that it's Choice Scarf. And you go for the Dazzling, which we do eat that. Expanding Force and Dazzling. Alright, I just snarl here. You do withdraw into a dark zone. Okay. You found my leftovers, but you already knew that. Are you faster than my Umbreon? I don't appreciate how close that damage is. But, like, you're gonna take a lot. And you Terra. We're getting Pain Split here. We're getting Pain Split here. There's really not much I can do, though. That's so annoying! Although, that being said, Terrakion now, though, is kind of sitting a little nicer. You're still not doing much. Holy. You do withdraw. I'm assuming into Hitmonlee. Big Shot? Yep, Hitmonlee. Psychic Seed, Hitmonlee. Oh. So this is a problem, because now you just close combat. And you probably... Don't you get Stone Edge? I might lose here. This Hitmonlee might have me. Yeah. Unless it misses. Unless it misses. Who's the least useful to us now? It's Rotom, isn't it? It's Rotom, isn't it? Because Umbreon's still pretty nice. This Hitmonlee. This Hitmonlee. Alright. Alright, we're banking on one thing. And it is a Stone Edge miss. Because nothing else on this team will live. And if we get hit by the Stone Edge, it's GG. Luckily, with that, Hurricane should get the knockout. Alright, let's see. We gotta land the Hurricane. Rock Slide! We live, no flinches. And we miss. GG. That's the fight. That's the fight. There's no way I win now. Rock Slide, I guess, could miss. There's no miss. Hitmonlee is going to sweep me. I knew the Hitmonlee was going to be a problem. I was a little too careless with Sinistra. Although you probably have a move for Sinistra as well. Terrakian's not going to be able to do it. But we can fire off a big old close combat. Yep. Hitmonlee kills Terrakion, and then Hitmonlee is going to kill Umbreon. I mean, you're like -3 now. Actually, I think you're only like -2. There is one chance. Umbreon? No, you're not doing it. I was going to say maybe Alluring Voice. Close combat. Doesn't even matter. GG's to Kenny. Insane. Hitmonlee was insane. And me letting Sinistra go way too early was a major factor of it. But big ol' sweep against me. Hey, we'll be back again next week. Thank you all for watching. Until then, everyone. Peace.